All right, let's go
unpack
to
it. Yeah, let's get this last few drives.
We get to fast forward. Now, obviously,
28-27
the Eagles,
or 35-27.
To their 35-27. Hey, you know, I was thinking of you. I'd mentioned your name. Your ears may have been burning. I said, go for 2 after that touchdown. After the Sky Moore touchdown, make it a 9-point game. Make it a 2-score game. Go for 2. Go for 2. They didn't. Now, I heard you in my other ear saying they still have to essentially score twice because they need the touchdown, and then they have to convert 4th and goal from the 2, basically, the 2-point conversion play, to make it a tie game, but I still thought they should have gone for 2.
I mean, listen, it crossed my mind, but at the same time, they had momentum, and you make that team go down and score a touchdown and then score another touchdown from, you know, the 2-yard line. I'm always in favor of that. I am. You know, I hear what you're saying. I do. But, you know, gosh, you do that, I'd also be worried about, okay, yeah, all right, we're up 7 now instead of 8, right? And now they go down, and they might go for 2. They're crazy enough, and they could have got to go into now. Oh, wait, now we're not even in the lead or tied or anything. You know, we're losing. So I'm glad they didn't, I guess is what I'm saying. But either way, Eagles got the ball and did some work on this next drive, and then you started to go, all right, wait, they regained their mojo, and here we are. It's going to be a dogfight, and we're at 35-35 because that was a great drive the Eagles answered with, you know, a few short passes, a few runs, and the wide-open Devontae Smith down the left sideline where Chiefs L'Jarius Sneed blew a gasket covering out on the left side, and, man, this set us up for an unbelievable ending.
And there it is from the 2-yard line, that quarterback sneak.
It's amazing.
I mean, really, if you can get whatever yardage you need with that thing, and then the 2-point conversion, a run to the left by Jalen Hurts to tie it up. One last point, though, you know, and this is another argument to consider going for 2 after that Chiefs touchdown. Your kicker earlier in the game stoinked a 42-yarder.
I know.
That's still a 33-yard field goal for that extra point. That gets lost. We still, when we do the numbers and run the analytics, we just assume that 1 point is automatic. It's not automatic, as we know. That's part of the overall analysis. And I'm always the guy that's like, you know, the analytics have a place. Let's not get too crazy with it. But I love that idea of going up 2 scores and forcing the other team to get the touchdown, get the 1-pointer, try to get the ball back, and then a field goal would potentially win it for them. Let's do this because we've been going for 53 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll focus on that final drive for the Chiefs, the one that resulted in the game-winning field goal, after we take a quick break and we continue with this post-Super Bowl edition of PFT Live. We'll be right back. All right, so we continue our breakdown of Super Bowl 57, and we've kind of methodically worked our way through it. It may seem like we're all over the place, but if you go back and watch it again, and we encourage you to do so, we have tracked the game the whole way through, all relevant moments, all big spots, all key decisions that were or weren't made up until the moment when it's 35-35. And here we are at 70 total points, 5 short of the all-time scoring record for Super Bowls, set in Super Bowl 29 when the 49ers beat the Chargers 49-26. The number 2 all-time scoring Super Bowl was 5 years ago when the Eagles beat the Patriots 41-33. We're sitting at 70. One more touchdown breaks the record, but we weren't going to get one more touchdown. We almost got one more touchdown. We got a field goal to cap this effort by the Chiefs, and we showed this play earlier. Patrick Mahomes running on the injured ankle. That was the moment for me. It's like, unbelievable. They're going to win this game. Finding a way to weave through traffic. And we showed it earlier, and I'm sure it's going to pop up here again if I talk about it long enough. You can see the look on his face from the end zone. Looking at, you can see he's in pain. As he's running.
Right.
You can see it. But this is how you cement your legacy. You make your legend. He's getting chased by 3 guys.
I know.
And he's running on a bad ankle.
Right.
And he gets into clear field goal range at a time when they were on the fringes of it.
Yeah, let's keep showing this play, guys. You're right.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Right. Yeah, he's just gutting it out. He's gutting it out. He's a gym rat. He's a lover of football. He's a lover of competition. He's the greatest, one of the greatest we've ever seen in the sport, in the history of American sports. He's a sports god. It's official, everybody. 15 in red is amazing. I mean, again, he beat the best team in football on less than 100% with a leg. He went through the playoffs, the AFC, the great AFC with all these studs, goes through it, only gets to play a quarter healthy in the AFC playoffs, wins the Super Bowl. I mean, it's phenomenal. And that play, guys, too, if we could show it even one more time, we might as well. It's a magical moment. I mean, it was one of the first time, Mike's, I texted you during the game, one of the first times in a long while the Eagles went, wait, let's rush 5. They got their 5 D linemen in the football game and went, okay, let's take one less guy out of the middle of the field, and they lost their gap integrity here. And when you have now 5 people that have gone by Patrick Mahomes, yeah, there's not that linebacker or safety in the middle of the field now to have eyes on him and make the play. So the Eagles took a little gamble there, which I don't fault them for. You know, they were kind of dying a slow death, but within that gamble, the play of the day happened. And again, what's amazing, Mike, right, to I think both of us, we had a big run by Pacheco on 3rd and short. The Chiefs were one of the worst 3rd and short teams in football this year. If not the worst, they were the second to worst. And it was a strength for them in this football game. They had the Pacheco run on 3rd and 1, right around the left end, where Chauncey Gardner-Johnson made an unbelievable nobody's left on the field tackle, right? And you went, man, Pacheco, you should have got more than that, but what a great tackle. And then came that play right there where you went, oh, man, now they're in field goal range. I don't think Harrison Butker can even mess this one up from here. We'll see. But, you know, and then we got a few more things to talk about as far as the rest of this drive goes.
It all happens so fast
really
when you're
did.
in that moment and you know you're witnessing football history.
Yeah.
The Pacheco run almost busted open for a touchdown. Mahomes wasn't going to score there because you could see on that graphic there were 2 Eagles defenders waiting to get to him if Kaiser White hadn't tracked him down from behind. But in hindsight, because once Mahomes gets tackled at the 17 with 2:55, the play started at 2:55. The next play was snapped at 2:07, took it down to the 2-minute warning. That's when we got into this kind of awkward, clumsy, anticlimactic, unfulfilling, Eagles would love you to score, Chiefs are going to manage it so they avoid scoring so they can run the clock down as far as possible. It's kind of like what happens if you play Madden. You get into those spots where you control the game, so you control the clock, you control the possession, and you make sure you score as late as possible so the opponent doesn't get a chance. That's what it became at that point. I'm sure the Eagles would wish that Pacheco hadn't been tackled on 3rd and 1 and that Mahomes hadn't been tackled on that run, because at least they would have had time to try to get down the field and tie the game.
Yeah, that's right. You know, at that point, they're thinking, okay, yeah, he made a big run, right? But there's 2:55 left, and, you know, we should be able to get we got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Well, we should be able to get the ball back with plenty of time here and be able to make this happen. So I can't fault them. You're certainly not thinking that at that moment, right? They're going, wait, so what? Well, they kick a field goal and there's 1:40 left. We're the Eagles. We've run the ball in big moments and minute 40-second type of drives all year long. So I'm not mad at those decisions.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.